Hi guys, welcome to my video. If you've never been to my channel before and watched any of my videos, make sure you subscribe. Today I'm just going to be doing my personal tips and tricks for self-tanners. I am just going to give you some tricks that I've learned from personal experience. I used to work at a tanning salon as a manager, and so sunless tanning and self-tanning it was a very big part of my life, and I am very experienced with it. So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys and help you get the best results from your self-tanner. So let's go ahead and get to the video. Okay, step one. First thing is you're going to want to get in the shower and exfoliate. Use a whatever kind of soap. I personally just use a loofah, and I will scrub my entire body just to get all the dead skin off. Or if you've had self-tanner on before this, you can scrub all that old self-tanner off to make your skin fresh and clean. Step two. Obviously, after your shower, you're going to want to dry off. Do not put any moisturizers, makeup, anything on. A lot of people that I know like to put on moisturizers after their shower before they apply the self-tanner. I do not recommend doing that, just because you want to make sure your skin is fresh and clean for when you apply your self-tanner. Step three, you are just going to want either you're going to use your bare hands, you're going to use a latex glove, or I use an application mitt. It just makes it so it's not messy and it applies evenly. I personally am using Bondi sands right now. This is a foam, and so just using my application mitt is a lot easier for that, is to tie your hair up. I just use this little clip. I use it for everything. I just tie my hair up and get it out of the way. You're going to want to start applying the self-tanner. You can use a latex glove. You can just use your bare hand. I personally just use an application mitt. It makes it so it's not messy. It applies evenly and not streaky. I personally just apply however much product I want to use to the mitt, and I start from the bottom at my feet and I work my way up. My self-tanner is actually tinted, so I can see where the lines, or where the self-tanner has been applied and where it hasn't, because I'll get lines. So with my mitt, even if I have not that much product left on it, I can just take it over the spots that have the line, and I can just even it out. So after you've applied it on your legs, you just work your way up. Sometimes I have my boyfriend assist me with my back getting it on there, but if you don't have anyone handy, I just normally get the areas where you can see, if you're wearing a tank top, like if you can see the skin areas, I'll just get that as best as I can. Always make sure to get your neck, and always get behind your ears. And when I'm applying to my face, I always will work down, because I want it to blend in evenly, and then that way when I finish my face, I'll go back down and just wipe again to make sure there's no streaks. So step five, now is the time that you are going to want to wash your hands. Since you've already applied your self-tanner and now you're just playing the weight game, I always go and wash my hands. I use whatever soap, and I will wash them, and then I will come down to my wrist all over, and I will just like do it unevenly so that I can guarantee that there's not a straight across line. And then when I'm drying, I also just take the towel, so that, because a couple times when I've been getting a spray or a self-tanner, I will wash my hands and then I'll go like this, and it'll just straight across. So I do that to avoid it, to get the creases and stuff. It works very well for me. And if you are spray tanning, normally they should have some kind of wipe, like wipes in the spray room, and I always recommend using those as well. Step six, now you're going to be playing the weight game, I have a designated robe that I wear for when I'm self-tanning so that when it's drying, I'm covered. However, make sure you do not sweat and make sure you do not do anything involving water, because if you get water splashed on you or anywhere around you, if you spill water, if you're drinking it and it runs down, you will get streak and it will be a line wherever it is that you get water on you. So just be very careful of that. And I say to avoid sweating because if you apply it under your armpits or anywhere that you sweat, it will make it streaky and it will not turn out good. Step 7, while you're waiting, you can apply baby powder. You can just put it on like a makeup brush or an extra brush that you have and just apply it to the areas that you do normally sweat, just to avoid, like I said, streaking and uneven color. And then also the self tanner that I'm using right now, you only have to wait 1 hour before showering. However, I have been waiting 4 hours just to give it the extra time to soak in and give me the extra color that I want. And so it just varies for a lot of self tanners. I've just found this is just what works best for me. I have used a lot of self tanners, and recently I just came across Bondi Sands. This is the self tanning foam and it is in the shade dark. I am using that with my application mitt. Like I said, I just spray it on there and it applies so easy. This has by far been the best product that I have ever used for self tanning. Before this I was using the Pure Romance self tanner and I didn't like the color. It barely developed. Half the time it would develop, half the time it wouldn't, and especially on my chest with the Pure Romance, it would never develop on my chest. So the rest of my body would be colored or tan and my chest would not be. So I strayed away from that, and then I'd been seeing so many good results on the Bondi Sands, and so I gave it a try. I got mine at Walgreens because in my area, this is the only place that you can get the Bondi Sands. However, if you are looking for a new self tanner, I highly recommend using the Bondi Sands. You will not be disappointed. It is such an easy application product and it does not streak. Like I said, with the application mitt, it is so easy. It does not take long at all and it only develops in an hour. So it's amazing. Check it out if you get a chance, and it's not too pricey either. After you have waited the whatever time frame it was that you decided, an hour to 8 hours, whatever it is for your self tanner, you are going to shower. However, what I have found is using a sulfate-free soap is going to be the best. It is not harmful, it's not harsh on your skin, and it will not strip your tan. One thing I've noticed is my face soap, whenever I use it, it strips my tan right off, especially for spray tans and self tanners, so my whole body will be tan besides my face, which usually happens, but anything that I can do to avoid discoloration like ASAP is good for me. So you're gonna wanna use a sulfate-free soap. Avoid using any Bath & Body Works products because it will strip your tan off immediately and then you'll just have to reapply it. Once you've showered, I do not recommend using a loofah. Make sure you use something that is light on your skin so that it does not take the tan off that you just applied. When you get out of the shower, do not use or do not wipe your tan. Just make sure you pat it dry. And then I always wait a couple minutes before getting dressed, and I always make sure to wear loose clothing even after I've showered and dried, just to be safe from, in case there is extra product on your body, to make sure that it does not streak or, you know, stick to you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Comment if you have any suggestions or advice for me, videos that you would like to see in the future. Like this video. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.